doing battleships. How do we do battleships? Well, first of all, you've got to get your hands on a paper. They're quite hard to get hold of. One battleship is 4 pieces long, 2 cruisers that are 3 pieces long, 3 destroyers that are 2 pieces long, and 4 submarines. There's a submarine and there's a submarine. They're circular. All the ships are circular at the end. So we can, let's do a different colour because you can't see that colour ink, can you? So we can go round the submarines because you're not allowed to have any other vessel next to it, even diagonally. Even diagonally. Which means you can go around the back of these ones because they're round at the end, you see. So we can go around the back of these ones. But remember, even diagonally, so that means that one there too. And because that's round there, well then there must be something else here, which means that would even be diagonally. So you can go that far actually. It's further than you think, isn't it? We can go around this little submarine here. And then we can, same thing here, but look, an X here, which tells us that it must end there. Not circular, it's not a submarine, so it must end there, it must be a 2. A destroyer. This one at the top here. Same thing. See, even diagonally. Now, 0 in that row, cross them out. 1 in that column, cross out the others. 1 in that column, cross out the others. 1 in that column, cross out the others. 1 in that row, 2 in that row, 2 in that, 0 in that row, 4 in that. 1, 2, 3. Where would the 4th one be? We don't know yet. 1 in that row, cross out the others. 3 in that row. Could be 2 and a 1. So what do you do now? This is the thing, right? If you've never done these puzzles before, this is the point where you get stuck and you say, well, what do I do now? Well, what you do is you go down to your key here and you say, well, look, there's only one battleship and it's 4 sections long. I've got all these clues here. Look, that says 4 there, but look, we've got a bit of a vertical one there and a bit of a long one. So it can't be the 4 there. The battleship can't be there. How about here? No, because look, we've got a 2 there, a destroyer. So we can't have a battleship on top with the 4 there. So in fact, we know that the battleship is in this 5 column. And looking at the top, you see there's 3 gap there. It can't be there, can it? It's got to be at the bottom. It's got to be this bit at the bottom. So we found immediately the battleship. See that? And now we can take that and we can look across and we can say, oh, look, 2 in that column, that's that row, that's done. And in the next one up, all done. 2s, 2s, 2s. And the bottom row, 1. It's there. It's part of the battle. It's the end of the battleship. See how that gets it all going? Okay, and then maybe we get stuck again and we stop again. So then again we go back to here and we say, well, look, there's 2 cruisers that are 3 sections long each. Where could they go? 3 could be there. This is where I start circling. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 could be there. There's already 1 there, so it can't be there with that 3. 4 here, there's 2 there, so it can't be there. In fact, they're the only places they can go. So they're the cruisers. Done. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. 3 here. What else does that give us? Well, we do the same again. We go back again. We say 3 in that column, cross out the others. 4 in here. There's 4 in there now. Cross out the others. Look vertically. We've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 1 there. Look, cross out for the 1. There's hardly any squares left. So we've got battleship. We've got 2 cruisers. We need 3 destroyers. We've got 1 already. And we've got 2 submarines. So we're looking for 2 destroyers and 2 submarines. So now we're looking for 2s, right? For 2s. Can't have 1 there. That says 1. Can't have 1 going that way there. Could have 1 going vertically there. Can't have 1 going along there because it's We're looking for the twos, just the twos at the moment, the destroyers. Could have one going along here where it says 3, and there's a piece of the battleship there. We could have a 2 there. In fact, the only way otherwise would be that we'd have to have both submarines there. That would be unlikely. Is it possible both submarines could be there? If they were, are there any other places where we have to have a 1 and where we have to have a submarine? Looks like there are, because look, you've got a 3 row here. 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 spaces, so there's going to be something there. There's going to be something there, and this square has got thing crosses around it already. So there's got to be a battleship. A submarine there, which means you've got 1, 2, 3 submarines. Only one left. With only one submarine left, this row here cannot be submarine. So that cannot be a submarine, because if it was, there'd have to be another one here, and then there'd be 5 in total. So cross that one out. And there must be a 2 here, there must be a destroyer. If there's a 2 here in these 3, then the middle one must be taken up by part of that. Look vertically, 1, 2, and there's 2 in that column done because of that little battleship we found there, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our destroyer. We could have done that the other way simply by saying there are the 2 squares left. Destroyer done. 1 more destroyer to find, and 1 more submarine to find only. So the only blank squares left are these 2 here. So basically, one's going to poke up and one's not. One's going to be round. Well, it looks like we've got all 3 there because it's a 3. And then one's going to pop up to here to give us 1 in that row. So all we need to do is check down here. 1 there, 5 there. Oh, wait a minute. 5 there, not 4. 2 there. Ah! Something's gone wrong, hasn't it? Something's gone a bit wrong, because there's 4 there. Where would the 5th one be? Could it be there? Why wouldn't there be 1? Why did I X that? Because, oh, I X'd it because it says 5. I shouldn't have X'd it. I shouldn't have X'd it on 5. Because it's 5, not 4. So as soon as I put the battleship in, I X'd everything else. That was the wrong thing to do. So in fact, it could be here, here. That's it. So yeah, so there is another piece there. Well, it can't be there. It can't be diagonally to those. Can't be there because we've got 3 across there. So we know that it will be one of those 2. So okay, so I've made an error here, but it's okay. It's not a huge error. One of these 2 makes it the 5, and then it cuts across. Look, you can't have 2 submarines diagonally. In fact, there's no way of doing this diagonally to get this 1 going in here. If this row is correct, this column is correct, which I'm assuming it is. So if there's 1 in either of those 2 squares, there can't be 1 in either of these 2 squares unless they're joined together as a destroyer. So the destroyer is here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, or 1. So it's got to be that one. So that's got to be the destroyer there. So you see, we're using new logics to make up our mistake, So there's the 3 in that row there. So cross that one out and then put 1 there. Now, I know you don't believe me now because, because I messed that up so badly. So I'm just going to ink them in. I'm getting another colour of ink for doing the crosswords and these because it's the wrong colour. This is terrible colours. This pen is the worst. It's a lovely looking pen in its duck egg blue. Reminds me of my grandma's house, but it's no good for doing these. But we'll grab a different pen for in a minute for the rest. But there you are, you see. Now you can freeze that and double check it if you want to. But I can assure you that that is the correct solution now. Using the logic which I showed you. 4 battleships, 4 submarines. 1, 2, 3 destroyers. 2 cruisers and a battleship. Battleships. Less than 10 minutes, dead easy. You can do it too.